Rocky is not dealing with that bullshit. I'll tell you that right now. Hell no. Hey Vivian, how you doing? I told Destiny to say hi to you. She's been in here and we've been talking shit, saying slay. She's so funny. I just had to delete another person from this chat. People, some whack ass people. They must think I was born yesterday. It's not easy, Vivian. It really isn't. There's always some crazy people around. She didn't tell you? Yeah, she was in here last night. She was in here last night. But I think about maybe a week ago she came in here and she stayed in here for a while. And then I said, "Hey, tell your mom I said hello." So it's probably about a week ago. Oh hell yeah! I ain't got no time for people who think they can pull the wool over these eyes. That ain't happening. What's up, Mikey? All's good, man. How are you? Yeah. So there's always some crazy person, around. There's always a crazy around, so I had to get rid of somebody else around here. Nobody that was here long. There was only here for one day, but I know that they're up to no good. It's not easy. It's a lot of crazy people, plenty of them. You feel a presence around you. Like, what do you mean? Like a negative one or a positive one, or just one you can't figure out? It's been raining here all day. It's like that. As you can see, the rain behind me on the screen. It's like every 30 minutes, like it rains pieces here. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's sprinkles, sometimes it's whatever. It's just so fucking annoying. You think it's your uncle? Okay. Well, let's check. I got these cards that says talking to heaven. It's mediumship cards. It'll let you know who's around you. So we'll check for you. Let's see. Yeah, I'd rather have it cloudy and rainy than hot as hell. So I'll take this weather right now. Give me a break. Hey Starlight, how you doing? All right. Yeah, I can't wait for summer to be over. I really can't. Because starting this month and next month is like hurricane shit for us here. So I hope to God that we don't get any. So I'm really not looking forward to that bullshit. So far, it hasn't been nothing in the Atlantic Ocean where I am. It's been everywhere else. Yeah, Starlight wants to swap weather with me. You can have it. It's been raining all day today. All right, so Vivian, if you and your uncle are connected, maybe that's why he's around now. So it all depends. But the card you got is "We are so connected." I've been able to review my life here in heaven, and I've seen how perfectly everything we do is woven together. There are no accidents or wrong turns, everything makes sense. I wanted to give you an exciting news in my life review. I saw that you and I have a strong soul connection through many lifetimes. We've been each other's teachers, sometimes in unpleasant ways, and sometimes in several ways. Sorry. In this lifetime, we were magnetically drawn together because we had a mutual work to do for ourselves personally and for others. And now that I'm here, our connection remains strong. Just like when I was living in my body, our thoughts are in sync with each other. We often think of each other simultaneously, so think of me and know that I'm doing the same here with you. So I don't know if this resonates with you and your uncle, Vivian, but the person around you says that they're very connected to you. So if you had a strong connection with them, then they want to keep that connection strong and help you. So it could be that, or whoever this is that's around you. They want to remain to have that connection. Hey, Lucky, I see you didn't sleep at all because you're still here being a pain in the ass. Now you're calling Mikey Mickey. This ain't Disney World. Yeah. Well, whoever the person is, that's who the person is. The person and you are connected. So, and they want you to know that. You're welcome, Vivian. No problem. Yeah, your grandma has always been around you. So if you didn't have much of a connection with your uncle like you did with your grandma, this sounds like more of a grandma connection, to be honest. Well, I get a woman here, so it's probably your grandma. So yeah, Vivian, I would say that uh, I got a woman here, so it could be your grandma, because the cards are saying it's a woman. And I also get that they're saying that maybe you're going through some disappointments here and there with some issues. They say that you might have what you need materialistic wise and money wise and financially wise, but you're still not happy with certain things that are happening. Like you're trying to like maneuver away from any type of trouble or negativity, but you're like you want to make a decision, but you don't know if you're gonna if you don't. But basically, don't rush into any decision making. That's what I'm getting, Vivian. So don't rush into anything. And remember, you can have good things in one way, and some things are going to be bad in other ways, but try to balance it out and not worry about it too much. And call upon grandma to help you out. And there also could be like a great grandma around you too. Because I get like a older lady, but more like she might not have died so late in life, but she might have died in her 70s. Well, this could be your grandma. If she passed away in her 70s and she looked kind of elegant before she passed, and it could be her too. Mikey, if you ever go back to the Philippines, now you got somebody you can hang out with. Please take her off my hands and off of everybody's hands. Go back there as soon as you can and hook up with Lucky. She'll take care of you. Starlight, you also said warm here. You can't sleep in that heat. Yeah, I gotta sleep with my AC on, or else I'll go crazy. That's right. It's preparing you for where you're going. See, it's hotter where you're going, so it's all good. I've been using that lyric a lot lately because everybody in summertime says, "Damn it, it's hot, man." And I was like, "That's all right. It's preparing you for hell because you know where you're going. It's hotter where you're going." They started laughing, like, "Shut up! I'm not going to hell." I'm like, "Yeah, all right. You'll see. Get prepared for that heat, bro." So what happens when it gets too cold, Starlight? Do you have like a heater? Because doesn't it snow out there where you are? I would have thought it would snow where you are. Or is that separate? Like, because our ACs here, they do cold and heat. But I never use my heater because it doesn't get that cold here. So just like how you don't use your AC, I don't use my heater. Some people do use their heater here, but those people are out of their damn minds because it don't even get no cold weather here like that. I may have turned my heater on maybe twice in the last 15 years in my lifetime. Because one time it went down to like 40 something, and it was like unusual for here. It was like 40, 45, 47, and 49 3 days in a row. And that's when I turned on my heater because I was like, holy shit, it really is cold. But that was like once in a million years that happens. Okay, cool. So you use fuel. Yeah. Now you went and got her started, Mikey. Oh Lord. Now she's gonna talk your damn ear off. She's gonna talk your damn ear off. Next thing you know, that's it. Mikey's gonna be in Philippines next week. Yeah, see, that's cold. See, I can't handle that shit. Hell no. But here, I never use the heater. It's very rare. I'll just put clothes on or whatever, or even when I go to sleep, I just add another comforter or something like that, or another sheet. But my dad, he always puts a heater on because he gets too cold. His he takes blood thinners, so he like his right now he's like got the AC on at home and he's got like a big blanket on him. And I'm like, how the hell do you think it's cold? Hell no. I'm actually thinking about putting an AC unit down here downstairs because I don't have one down here. When I first moved in here, there was an AC downstairs and upstairs. And I eliminated the one down here because I put a bigger one upstairs to push the air down here. So right now it's nice and cool here, but down here, but when it's really, really hot, it's like the heat comes through the walls and it makes it even hotter. So the AC has to work like double as much. But I think that what I'm gonna do is probably not gonna do it because right now it's just summer is gonna be over in 2 months, so I don't really feel like I need an AC down here. And the only reason I wanted to put another AC here is for Diamond, but I'm gonna leave her alone. She's fine. But I was gonna get a little fan down here at nighttime to push on her like another fan on the side. Hey Marley, how's it going? Okay, cool. You don't have artificial heat. Okay. Yeah, here, like my AC does both. It does, hot and cold. So if I ever needed a heater, I can just use my AC to push the heat out. But I've only used it probably, like I said, twice. You ready for 5? Yeah, you got 2.5 hours left. Hey Tanya. Yeah, no word from Dan the Man yet. Nothing yet. Yeah, I don't know anybody who has any form of communication with him outside of here, so it kind of sucks. I don't know anybody that knows him like that. I at least want to know if he's okay and Mama's okay, him and his wife. I at least want to know that. At least I'll know that they're okay. But let's hope he comes by. Usually when we talk about somebody, they come in, like we manifest them. I'm gonna keep trying to manifest, bring him in. So let's hope everything's okay. Irish bug cutting. I actually thought he had one, or Facebook at least, Marley. I thought that he probably would have had that, and one of you guys knew him because you guys know him a lot better than I do. I met him through you guys, so, well, through you. I met him in your chat, so I thought that you probably had some type of communication with him. But mm, I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't want to have that, which I understand. That's cool with me. But times like this, I'm like, I don't. In times like this where I haven't seen him in 3 days, I kind of get worried about him. I just want to know if he's okay. That's all. Or I wish he would just stop by and say, "Hey guys, I'm busy. I'll see you guys when I get a chance." That's all good. So yeah, let's hope he's okay. And mom, I haven't seen her either. Starlight. Hopefully we get an update on her too. Everybody's in different time zones. Usually everybody comes in here. See, I normally don't come on during the day a lot. Every now and then I do. But the only reason I'm here a lot is these past 2 days because it's a holiday here. So I'm just chilling. And plus, it's raining all day. Usually, when it rains, I'm on live all the time. Yeah, same here, Marley. And as long as I've known him, you know, and that's fine. He can be. I just want to know if he's okay, and hopefully he is, and hopefully nothing's bad's happened. And the only reason I want to know if he's okay is because we all love and care about him. Dan's one of the good people that we have around here. I want to say something, but not about him, but I want to say something that, you know, being around other people gave bad luck. So ever since we saw that person in there, and ever since I saw this person that we don't associate with anymore in another person's chat, and he was in there, and that's when he went missing. And I hate to think those type of things, but I gotta blame somebody. That person's toxic energy could have cling to him. Yeah. I know he said he modded for a channel too. Because sometimes he'll be in here and he'll say, "Hey Mark, I got a mod for this other person and I'll be back later." I'm like, "All right, cool." But he never told me who it was, and it's none of my business anyway. But mhm. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, I'm sure he'll show up eventually. I'm sure he'll stop by. Let's hope that he does. But Fiona said yesterday that it was the anniversary of his father's death. So I don't know if he took off some time to reflect, but I don't know. That's the only thing that Fiona can think of, or we could think of, is that maybe he took off some time to reflect on the death of his dad, or maybe the family got together or something like that. Gotta miss it. We'll put him on the back of we'll put him on the back of a milk carton. Now, hopefully, we don't have to do that. Hopefully, he comes back and everything's okay. Hope he's got good news. Yeah, Dan's a good dude. He makes me laugh. Well, it could be numerous things. It could be the wife. It could be him. Could be him reflecting on, I guess, some things where maybe he's taking a break, or maybe his internet's down where he is. Maybe his internet's fucked or something. I don't know. Or maybe his phone broke or something. We don't know. It's the retrograde, right? So that could be the case. Let's hope it's something like that and nothing, worse. Obviously, I don't think of the worst anyway, but I always think that he's okay. Because even when he has some type of issue, he'll always drop in and say something. So I'm sure, like, if he was something bad, he would say something. No, he don't have hurricanes where he is. No, it's probably something like, the thing is we know that him and his wife have some medical issues, and let's hope that's not the case. Hey, Fever, how you doing, bro? So let's hope that's not the case. Nah, she doesn't need a man to cook for her, Mikey. She cooks and her man cook. I mean, and her mom cooks. I mean, see, Mikey, if you know how to cook, you can go cook for her in the Philippines when you go back for a visit. Yeah, see, you gotta cook for Miss Lucky. When you go to Philippines, you can go hang out with her and make adobo pork and adobo chicken. She would love that. See, Lucky wants all the above. See, she would love to have a man like you, Mikey. Hurry up and get there. I'll pay for your ticket. and keep her very occupied so she's not a pain in my ass. Miss Bikini Tanya says, I would love a man to cook for me, but I don't want no sexy time, no D. See? He says, no D for me. I just cook and get the fuck out. I don't want your D. She says that, but she won't be able to resist. Because I know what's gonna happen. I know exactly what's gonna happen. See? If somebody goes to go cook for, if I send a handsome 40-something-year-old man to cook for her with an apron on that says kiss the cook or kiss the chef, she'll give him a kiss and then he's gonna take off his apron and then she's gonna look right down at his D. Then she's gonna get sex excited and then she's gonna think about it. She's gonna be like, yeah, fuck it. I don't care. I want dessert. No, I'm not talking about you, Mikey. I'm talking about we need to get a 40-year-old somebody for what you call it, for Miss Bikini. But you can deal with Lucky. Lucky would take you. Be careful what you wish for. She's a pain in the ass. But if you could take her off my hands, then I'd be grateful. May God bless you. Oh shit. See, look, she's getting sex excited already. She woke up during the night and little did she know, Mikey is on the way. See that? Go for it, Mikey. Please take her off my hands. Please occupy her as much as you want. Make sure you go on like a month hiking trip. Take a tent. Look, I even sent you some money. You know? Make sure you keep her well occupied. Like he's like, shut up, Mark. See, Mikey, look, she's already running away from you. She don't want no damn D. She's scared of D. She's scared, Mikey. She met her match. Starlight, thanks for the super chat. Thank you. He said, may I have a little mini card for this weekend for the August bank holiday? All right, cool, no problem. Yeah. And your ears will be ringing. Yes, please do take her off my hands. I've been trying to get rid of her for a while now. But she keeps coming back. Look, when I go live, she wakes the fuck up. I think like her phone has an alarm for when I go live. It says, Lucky, Lucky, Lucky. Marky alert, Marky alert. Marky's live. Go back. Get up, Lucky. Then she comes in here and boom. Talking about she can't sleep. Look, Mikey already is claiming you as his woman, his lady. See, look, oh shit. Be careful what you wish for, bro. All right, let me concentrate on Starlight. you hear some banging in the background, that's my sister. She's cleaning her bathtub. I never seen a person that beats the shit out of her bathtub to clean it. They don't make women like they used to. Okay, God forbid she heard me. Uh Starlight. Yeah, Starlight, I would say that this weekend looks good as far as, you yourself having a good time, having a good holiday. If you want to hang out with family or any type of family members of any sort, cousins, aunties, uncles, mother, father, whatever, um, aunts, uncles, whoever is a family member, you can connect with your family during this holiday and during the weekend for sure. And it'll be a good time. It'll be good vibes, good family stuff. And if it isn't family, you'll have a good time with your community, friends of your community, friends that you have, or community you're a part of. Um, like if you have like a Golden Girls Club and you hang out with all your Golden Girlfriends, you might have a good time with them. So anything to do with like family, community, friends, you have a good time with them. Try not to think about like if you were to have a relationship, you'd have a better um sometimes when you're single and you want like you have a holiday come up and you say like I wish I had some a person to be with, or I wish I had somebody I can hang out with or something like that, right? Like in a love type of way or a love relationship type of way. Also, this could also mean that somebody that you used to date or an ex or somebody like that might communicate with you over the holiday and say, "Hey, how you doing, Starlight? I just wanted to see what you were up to for the holiday." And you're like, "No, thanks." This person might try to trick you or say, lies to you or something like that. Try to stay away from false friends or false people. So you kind of have like a 50-50 thing here where over this weekend and holiday time, you can encounter good times with friends and you can also encounter some bad times or just have thoughts of what you did last year for the holiday or what happened during the holiday a year or two ago or whatever. And you could say, oh, last year I was in uh a relationship, or last year I had a great holiday but this year I'm single. Things like you can be thinking about some negative things or have negative thoughts or just think about negative people for a minute, but then you'll be like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to have a good time with my friends. Okay, cool. So, yeah. So that means you'll be hanging out with a friend this evening you known for 8 years. Okay, so that makes sense. So this is a friend, somebody that is like family to you. It could be like a family member because you've known them so long. Because I got the Justice, the Ten of Cups. That's the good thing. Then I got the Two of Cups reversed and the Moon. So that tells me you might be reminiscing about, somebody that you was with last year, or you could be reminiscing about, you could have been in a relationship but you chose not to be, or just feeling like, you're single and you'd rather be with your friends than be in a shit relationship or go through this holiday in a bad vibe. But otherwise, that it looks like you're gonna have a good holiday this weekend. I don't see nothing bad. Just like this person might try to come back into your life or speak to you. Yeah, he could stay where he is. So that's a good time. Mikey, she's in here every day. So if you come in here every day, you'll see her. Just keep hounding her. Like she hounds me. Marley. Marley said, God forbid she heard me. Keep priming her up, Mikey. Oh, okay. So that probably must be what it is then. That's why it came up in the cards. There you go. Well, at least you did your part. We can attract the same people, born on the same days and shit like that. It just happens. It's just people who we actually are meant to connect to. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. I pulled some more cards for you, and it just says that there might be a man who is like, you might hear about a man that you don't like, or a man that's selfish, or a man that's sad, or a man that that you don't really want to deal with, or caused you some type of conflict or sadness. So this person might show up this weekend, or you might hear about them. Even if you don't connect with this person, you might hear about them or have some interaction with them. But otherwise, that it says that you and your women friends are gonna have a good time. So if you have any women friends, could be on here, could be wherever you are, you have some women friends, you'll have a good time with them. Also, if you if you're doing any type of work can be good for you over the weekend too. And even if this isn't work, you'll get some knowledge about something. You'll hear about something that you've been wanting to hear about, and you'll get more information about it. So that could be it too. And it could be something to do with you and another country, or you and another person in another country. So that can all happen. But otherwise, that it looks like you'll be okay. So that looks good. I'll give you one of these oracle cards too. They're not called oracle cards, they're called reading cards. Get it right, Marky. They're called Sacred Spirit reading cards. Okay. All right. Let's see what we get. You got the number one card in the deck. Let's see what it is. I like this card. All right, so Starlight, this is your card. It says, number one, align your universe, navigate distractions. Okay, well, that makes perfect sense then. That's good. Okay, so this card says, navigate distractions and organize your life. Right now, you require an alignment in your priorities. Much like the stars contained within the universe, your energy is scattered across time. Distractions and scattered energy are causing loss or missed opportunities for your soul to actually strive. Health is also a factor, and now is the time to take your health and well being as a priority. Align your chakras and energy centers for stability and clarity and sense of self. You are the center of your own universe. You must align your life accordingly, seek a suitable professional. However, this is not a chance to be selfish or or have ego or shadow-based reasons. You can only do what you can only do that when you have your energy aligned and stay clearly focused and understand where you are right now. Start using a daily or weekly calendar to record your current and future activities and events. When you align yourself with your own universe, You will begin to see positive changes and experiences relating to yourself and others, adjusting the cone of your being to a sorry, your cone, adjusting your core of your being to a higher vibration allows a ripple effect to shift and integrate new energy through your whole being. Uh, don't seek attention and don't be selfish, or avoid people who seek attention and are selfish. If you are into crystals, your sacred crystal could be the natural citrine. I think I'm saying that right. Are the angel that is assisting you at this moment is guardian angel Lavia. You'll have lucid dreaming and universal alignment. And your affirmation message is: it is safe for me to release the fear of the unknown. I can move forward with energy and enthusiasm. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad that you feel positive, uplift. That's good. And this is just telling you that the more you align yourself and navigate distractions and organize your life, you'll feel even better, which is, that's a good thing. Tanya, you want a card? Of course you do. If there, I have time. I have time to give you a card, Tanya. You're welcome, Starlight, and thank you very much. I appreciate it. See that ever since you've known me, see your life will just get better. See, I have that effect on people. I'm not taking any credit, but I'm just saying. You know, sometimes when you meet somebody or you connect with somebody, your life gets better. Some people say that, about me. They say ever since they know me, they're getting better. See, I like to make everybody's life better. I'm not negative, but even some, I guess it must be all the healing that I've done. That this person told me that I need a lot of healing in my life. So I guess that must prove it. Turn on your hot water. Yeah, there you go. Okay, my fan, Tanya. Let's see what we got for you. Oh, absolutely. All right, Miss Tanya, you got number 32, and you got Froggy Baby. You know Froggy Baby? Froggy time. Feeling froggy? Well, then leap. Number 32, Tanya, shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. Cleanse your space. This says right now, the gentle energy of the frog totem is requesting you to look deep beneath the surface. Not everything is what it appears. Influence from toxic environments is suffocating your natural gifts and talents that need to be nurtured. You require a healthy, supportive, and loving environment for you to grow and thrive as an individual. Now is the time to take care of your health, releasing emotions, and examining your own energy and how it interacts with others. Use the element of water to unblock your energy fields and create a smooth flow of Kundalini for personal healing and growth. Find your own sacred song. Call to others who share your passions and interests where you can support and renew your inner fire. I believe you do that. Uh, Try not to be stagnant, untidy, or hoarding. Your crystal, your sacred crystal is the black obsidian. I've heard about that one before. I think I have one of those. Archangel Uriel is clearing your focus, mentality, and giving you clarity and shielding negativity from getting to you. Your affirmation message is I sing the beautiful sacred song of my heart, clear and loud for all to hear. There you go. My nephews used to have a frog teddy bear like this, and I used to go like this, froggy baby, froggy baby. And he used to have one eye that was messed up, and I used to smack him around, and they used to laugh. Poor froggy baby. I miss that teddy bear. He used to make my nephews laugh, and I used to talk like Kermit. Hello, it's Kermit the Frog here. He used to crack up all the time. Marley, are you here? If you are, I'll give you a card. All right. Anybody else want a card? Let me know. I'll give you one of these. Yes, for sure. You're welcome, Tanya, anytime. Keep going on the path you are. That's a good message. So actually, that's a great message for you, because that's saying that don't waste your energy on the people that don't give a shit about you, but put forth your energy in a way where you can resonate with others. Like how you go live, your mom's there, me, all your fans, all your friends, you know, things like that. Yeah. Yeah, the messages from heaven, I don't even have that here, but yeah, I gotta bring it back down. But I like this one, the one that says talking to heaven. I love that deck too. I always say I'm gonna bring some different decks down here, and I need to. I have so many of them. I need to start bringing the other ones down. I'll do that tonight. When I come back on tonight, I'll bring some different decks down. I need to take all of these decks upstairs and bring a whole another 5 down. Yeah. I have a lot of nice decks, but I just don't remember to bring them down and use it. But this one's really nice, and there's like 2 other ones that are just like this. It's like part 1, 2, and 3. I have all of them upstairs. But I used to have all my decks down here, but then I was always like, wanted to cover it up when somebody came in here, because I don't want nobody to know what I'm doing. And now I just keep like a handful of decks here. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 decks here on my desk. And they're all nice decks. How many decks do you have, Starlight? You have a lot or just a few? I like these decks. They're nice. The most recent one I brought down here was this one. Divination of the Ancients. It's Oracle Messages. This is another nice deck too. I haven't used it in a long time, but I used it the other day twice. Yeah, that's a good one for Sunday. I actually have a Jesus deck upstairs with Jesus on it. I used to do it every Sunday. I used to say, all of you that want a message on Sunday, you need Jesus in your life. And I used to pull cards from the Jesus deck, and everybody used to laugh. I gotta bring the Jesus deck down here on Sunday. Yeah, playing cards is something that I used for a long time. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it has Jesus on it or something about that. Like, I can't remember the name of the deck, but it's got a picture of Jesus on it. And I used to hold it up to the camera and say, I'm giving everybody a Jesus card today because you all need them. I used to do it every Sunday when I wasn't busy. When I'm not busy doing a reading or something, I like to pull like general cards for people. And sometimes I give people multiple messages if nobody's around. All right, I shuffled up this deck, and I'll give you guys one of these cards if you want. All right. Don't you use a pendulum, Starlight? You use a pendulum, right? I use a pendulum every now and then. I only use it because my friend gave it to me. I pulled this card for you, Starlight. It says Pendulum Decision. And it says, let's see. It says, to the question asked, what answer will show? Circle or swing, I do not know. But answer true, and it will foretell. And that way I shall swing it as well. That's pretty cool. Seek your answers from within rather than from another. Trust your own wise counsel. Be more discerning. Don't take others' advice at face value. Release guilt and focus on what's best for you. A major decision will soon need to be made. According to the historical Greek records, with the pendulum and determine answers to questions posed by her or by the kings and queens, nobility, and military generals who traveled great distances to consult with her. Today, many people believe their spirit guides act as a source of energy in revealing secret information to them. So there you go. So this can say you can use that. You can use the pendulum if you want. I have a beautiful pendulum right here. My friend that passed away from cancer, Sue, she gave it to me. She gave me two, but this is the one I keep next to me all the time. You can actually disconnect it from here and actually have the crystal by itself. But then it has like it's an amethyst crystal on pendulum. That's probably one of the best pendulums I have. She gave it to me as a gift. And I have the rose quartz one as well. I've never used it. Probably used it maybe twice, maybe. But I use that one because that's my crystal. Yeah. You all right, Diamond? You sneezed? Bless you. Tanya, you still here? I'll give you another message if you want. Yeah, I don't rely on the pendulum either, but sometimes I like to use it just for the fun. All right. I'm also going to put a card for myself. Let me see what I get. I got the exact same card I got the other day. Dictionary, communication. I got this card the other day. I don't even have to read it because I got it again. I swear I got this card the other day. Actually, let me read it real quick. Let me see if it is the one that I got the other day. Yeah, it is. I don't even have to read it because I read it the other day. I know exactly what it means. That's so hilarious. Yep, I definitely got this one the other day. Yep, I totally got that because I remember reading this and saying, oh boy. Yep. Yep. It's just reminding me to don't overanalyze everything. Communicate. Remember that I kept saying it to myself that sometimes, I get annoyed with people and how they disrespect the whole, tarot and the whole like you can't even humble yourself to understand that, and I'll tell you what I feel sometimes, and I think sometimes spirit tells me just to shut up and just do my thing and just don't worry about other people, right? It's not that I worry about other people or like it's just I just don't agree with what people do to others. And I just wish that people would have some type of common sense. But I can't help everybody, right? Um, and not everybody's gonna listen. They're gonna do whatever they want. I just don't like the way people on here, on YouTube and all over and TikTok and everywhere, just psychics who like beg for money. Everything is about money. Um, you know, um, like begging, 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 begging. Like instead of showing your worth and having somebody, pay you for your actual, time that you've put in and your experience and your love and your passion for what you do, even if it's not psychic shit. It's like anything, whatever your passion is, art, me doing electrical things like that. Like I just don't agree and I can't keep my mouth shut about so many people who do that. And it's like they're scamming people or they're not even looking at the big picture and they contradict themselves. They don't even know what they're saying because they're so caught up and fixated on making money right away. The only way you can make money is if you show your skills and show your talents. And even when even when you the more you promote I need money or I base my life on money, then the more the devil's going to get involved and the more you're going to get consumed in negativity and low vibration. And I believe what I'm saying is true. And I can't stand when people do that. Like, just shut up, show your talent, and you'll get paid for it. Even if you're not asking for anything, you'll get blessed just by having the mentality of, I'm getting free answers from spirit. Spirit and your spirit and my spirit are combining to give you a free answer, right, to me, so I can get paid for it by you. And even if I don't get paid for it, you might bless me with a donation or bless me with a gift or bless me with your presence or an affirmation or something that you can help me with or we can read for each other and exchange gratitudes and pleasantries and readings. Why does it always have to be about fucking money? Why do you base yourself on that? And that's what I don't like. That's the shit I don't like at all. And if you do that, it's not going to get you anywhere. And a prime example of that is there's some popular readers on here that got together and they started a podcast together. And when they fell out with each other, one lied about making money and saying that he didn't even get paid for it. And why you have to talk if you didn't get paid for it and you did it out of the goodness of your heart and joined this person's podcast and was talking and helping people, then why are you worried about money for? Because you're the person who said this is a person who's always talking about money all the time. And you based your whole tarot career and life on money. And then when this person put you in your place and held up a bank statement, right? Like that, and said, look, I paid you, moron, you're lying. And when I saw that on here, I said, see, I've told everybody about this guy a million times. He be running his mouth about money 24/7 and then got caught up in his own lies again. And I've been warning people about that guy for years because I used to be one of his biggest fans until he changed and he made everything about money. Okay, Tanya. Well, that's the thing, Starlight. The reason I say these things is because it bothers me internally. Because I'm like that, it doesn't mean that I everybody's gonna be that way. But I wish everybody would just like understand that if you need money and you want money, you don't have to say it out loud. All you gotta do is manifest it, work hard, and spirit will give it to you if you really need it. And even when you don't need it, you're going to get blessed so much because it's no longer on your mind because your main focus is helping that person. And you'd be surprised when you don't even care about money. It just ends up being in your bank account. And I know that's not going to be possible, Starlight, but unfortunately, people will change the narrative and say, oh, but you do make money, Mark. You do make money every day on here. I said, but that's not my goal. Because if that was my goal, I would charge you more. Don't you get it? Like that's not my goal on here. My reputation is my goal. I want to be known for somebody who's accurate, someone who actually gives a shit about you, and somebody who's going to read you and tell you what you have to do. And I want our spirits to connect together. And that's why I got that card just now. Dictionary communication. Because I need you and me to come together so we can get this answer. I don't give a fuck about no money. That shit's never going to be on my mind like that. Yes, it's nice to make money, of course. And I can do it full time if I want to and make a living off of it. No problem, but I don't want to because I know for a fact that that's not what I want to do. It may be what you would do if you had my gift, sure, but you're not me. And I don't want nobody to be me anyway. But I want everybody to understand that the only way you're going to get somewhere in this line of work is if you eliminate your thoughts about how much money you're going to make. You got to see how many people you're going to connect with so you can make money. You got to put your reputation on the line. You got to prove to people that you are who you say you are. And if you don't, you're fucked. And that's why these people still ain't learned their lessons on here. I'll never forget I think it was about maybe 2 months ago. I don't know if you know these two readers, but the Leo King and Rich Loop, they had a podcast together. And then they got into some type of discrepancy or got into some argument or whatever. Leo and Aquarius men ain't gonna really set together too much. And it was on Leo King's channel and Leo King's podcast. And when him and Rich fell out, Rich went around saying, and even did a video saying he never got paid by Leo King at all. His name is David. He never got paid by David at all. So David said, you're a lying asshole, and I'm going to put the actual bank statements here of me transferring thousands of dollars to you, you moron. And he put it up there and showed everybody, look, I paid this fool. I don't know what he's going on about. So why the fuck you gonna lie on the man that helped you and put you on his channel, put you on his podcast, and you disrespect the man talking about all you had to do is say, look, we didn't see eye to eye. He did pay me. Thanks a lot, bro. You know, whatever, but we're going our separate ways. I can't deal with you. Why the fuck you gotta lie about the person for? Why you gotta say it's about money when you know? And if it wasn't about money, then why you bring it up? You see, that's what pisses me off about people like him, because he did that shit like I would say 8 years ago. That same guy, this same guy, Rich, broke up with his girl, went live, was smoking a cigarette, noticed in the winter time, and he was crying on live, talking about he needed money and he don't know where he's gonna be, and he got thousands of dollars from all these people from PayPal. He even came on like an hour or two later and said, everybody, you thank you so much. You made my day. I got all this money in my PayPal. I can't even use it because PayPal said that I got too many donations, and everything's always about money, right? He wouldn't say that God blessed him. He said everybody gave me money like a bunch of idiots. And then this asshole a month later was in Vegas with a new woman talking about he's got a big ass pickup truck outside and he's got a posh apartment. Within a week, he went from homeless, broke, to rich and living in Vegas with another woman. And you people don't see what these people are doing. Like, this is just an example that I want to give like to people. That don't listen to these people on here. They're gonna con your ass. They're gonna con you, disrespect you, and you'll find out when it's too late. And this shit didn't just happen yesterday. It happens all the time with these people. And they still like just act like nothing ever happened. It's crazy. And I use that example all the time. I tell people, don't trust that guy because he's full of shit. And I used to love that guy. I used to love listening to his readings. And I said, oh, yeah, fellow Aquarius, this guy seems legit. He got me going too. He calmed my belief in him too. And I'm surprised he was even with David and on that shit with that guy. I was very surprised. But he got David too. And David must have been like, yeah, you ungrateful bastard. I'm going to show you. I'm going to expose your ass again. He got exposed so many times and people still deal with him. And that's what's so sad. People actually believe these lying fuckers on here. And he's not the only one. I'm just using him as an example. Yeah. And that's what people do on here. They manipulate people. And then they get called out and they act like they don't know. Man, that guy, man, he's a fraud. He's done dumb shit forever. But that's just things that I've seen on here. That's like public. What I'm saying is public knowledge. So it's not like I'm making it up. People can go check it out for themselves if they don't believe me. But yeah, when I got wind of that, I was like, wow, this guy never gives up. He's always out here trying to disrespect somebody that's helped him. Like, how the fuck could you do that? If somebody helps me, I'm not going to disrespect them. Yeah, exactly. And I listened to them like a couple of times just to see what they were talking about. And he always thought he was better than everybody else. And I don't like that. You know, when people do dumb shit like that. I've been on a few podcasts and been interviewed by people. And I'm always going to tell the truth and never talk about money and shit like that. I don't care about that. Like, don't you know that what we're doing is we're so blessed to do what we're doing? You know how many people would love to do what we're doing and actually make some type of money off of it to help you with your bills and shit? You actually don't understand that? It's like people just don't get it. And that's exactly what happened to me. Is in 2019, in September, I was sitting here on someone else's chat talking, and everybody's like, come on, Mark, you got to start your own channel, please. People need you, Mark. You know, you're good and you're accurate, and everybody says, you know, you should start your own channel because you've been going through some bullshit in other people's channels, and just start your own channel, Mark. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to because I don't want to be in the public eye, and I don't want that type of life, and I don't want people like to aggravate me, and I just don't want to do it. Then the next day, I got begged again by my friends, you know? So I went on there. I started my channel in 2019, September. And guess what happened 6 months later? COVID hit. And by the time COVID hit, I was already doing questions for $15 each and doing email readings and doing private readings by the time March hit in 2020. So from September to March, in those 6 months, I had already developed my channel so much in 6 months that it ended up providing for me for a whole year during COVID bullshit. So how did that even happen? It was by the grace of God, and Spirit said, look, Mark, you don't know that you've been reading this situation for a while, because all the readings in December and January, all the general readings I was doing for the signs were all bad. And everybody's like, Mark, I'm going to stop watching because every reading you're doing in December and January is not getting better, it's getting worse. And I'm like, look, guys, I wish it can be better, but I'm not going to lie to you. And then when February hit, COVID came, March hit, and it was a reality. And everybody's like, guess what, Mark? Now we know why you got all those negative readings in December and January. Spirit was preparing us for this big bullshit virus, and our lives are all going to get fucked up. So I was like, well, there you go. So now you know, Spirit was warning you for months to get ready. And I didn't even feel like I was being warned. I felt like I was put in this predicament so I can have an income, because I wouldn't be able to work during COVID because I have to go to people's houses. So because I was on lockdown, I worked on here every day, all day. And that's how my channel grew, was in 2020 when COVID hit. Everybody was home. Everybody was on lockdown. So I had a good bit of people in here. I was doing readings, helping people. People were coming in here every day. Somebody died. This person died. This is hell. When is it going to stop? You know, people were asking me, you know, am I going to get COVID? Am I going to die? And all this shit. And people were going crazy. I just kept telling people, look, you know, just keep praying. God's listening. You'll be all right. So I was comforting people more in here than anything else. But God prepared me, and Spirit put me in a 6 month ahead of COVID disaster so I can be ready for when it hits. And that's not a coincidence. That's a universal divine lineup, because I denied this shit forever. I denied it every single time. And I never wanted to do none of this. But because God knew this shit was going to happen, he said, let me put Mark here now, so that way he's going to be good. He's going to be able to make money in 2020 off of his psychic abilities that I blessed him with. And he's going to help everybody else realize that they should be doing it too. And during 2020, during that whole pandemic, I connected with so many people. I did live after live, and I did collaborations with so many readers. Everything was perfect. It was so nice. We all got along. Everything was great. And then after that, in 2021, it all blew up. Everybody started getting defensive, sensitive, jealous, ignorant. People started going against each other. Oh, I don't like you anymore. I don't like this, that, blah, 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 blah. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go over to Instagram, and I'm going to get away from all these fucking negative people. So I started an Instagram channel. I already had the channel, but I started to do readings over there. And that way I can see everybody coming in my room on Instagram. So I did Instagram readings for like a year straight because I had to get away from here because there was so much negativity. So I can control who I had in my room, whereas here I can't. You know, you can't see everybody that's in here, unfortunately. So I had to change my whole life again to go to Instagram because it got too hectic, you know, because people didn't see, they don't want to know honesty. They don't want to see what you just said. You came across a channel that's straightforward and honest, and I have a good bunch of people in here who actually care about each other, you know? And that's why I always based my channel off of people, good people. And then when the bad ones come, I get them out of here, indirectly or directly. And they know who they are, and that's why they don't come back. And that's why they're not around here no more. And that's why some of them try to come back. But it ain't happening. You lost your chance. And I don't give second chances because I'm not going to give you another chance to fuck me over. That's not going to happen. Once you're gone, you're gone. You'll learn. You're going to learn a lesson from me to never disrespect nobody again if you want to come back. And that's the way it should be. Yeah, Insta has always been a place where I had my most fun times because over there you can be a little bit more, you know, crazier and do a lot of things and say a lot of things because you're only talking to a select people. Where on here, you never know who's in the room. See, it doesn't show you who's in here unless they talk. So that's the shitty part is that people who can like stay here in the background, listen to you, critique you, write shit down, edit your videos, say shit to you, and then say that you're saying this or saying that like they used to do back in the day. They used to troll me and try to get me out of here. And I said, you can troll me all you want. I'm going to go to Insta. And you can't come over there and aggravate me because I can see who comes in there and I'm going to be able to add who I want. And I haven't done readings on Instagram in a very long time, but I would like to. Well, I always try and make my chat room a place for everyone, but it's not for everyone because a lot of people can't be nice for too long. They'll show their true colors eventually. Or I don't like when people come in here and make everything about themselves. Because if you want everything to be about you, then start your own channel or go to your own channel and talk about yourself all day. Because that's one thing I can't stand in here with some people, and they're not here anymore anyway. Because I've gotten rid of a lot of people, and I keep getting rid of people that clog up this chat room with their bullshit life. And I'm not here to be listening. Nobody in here wants to listen to somebody's life stories every day. The same shit every day, or begging for attention, or talking about yourself constantly. Nobody wants to hear that shit. People are gonna end up being like, every time I go in Mark's room, this damn person aggravates everybody. And I don't have that problem anymore. And when I do, I get rid of that person. I want everybody to get along. I want everybody to have fun. I want everybody to help each other with information. You can help somebody that I can't, great. If you have something to tell somebody what they can do, or you have a remedy for them, or some way, fine, go for it. Help them. I'm never going to stop nobody from helping anybody. I want people to help each other. Great. And I'm never going to get jealous because I don't even know what jealousy is. I don't care for none of that stuff. And that's what bothers a lot of people. Is real has to recognize real. And when I say the truth, it hurts some people and they go into little hissy fits. And I really don't give a fuck what they think. Because if I did, I wouldn't be here. And now they can go hang out by themselves or with some idiots that they love. Yeah, a few readers. Yeah. Yep. That person that came in here at the end of my last live, that was Rita again. That person's coming here with like 10 different names. and they act like I don't know who they are. I can tell by the way they talk. That's why I tell people you got to be very careful, because people can create an account every 5 seconds. People have multiple accounts and they're going to come in here and test you, see if they can like find a way to get you, find a way to like say something to you, or find a way to get something. That's the what I live and die by. I rather be told the truth than be lied to my face. And you know, they definitely find the time. When I got off of here, right? When I got off of here, that person was all in my chat, in my comment section, and that's exactly what that person does. And I went to my live, I saw their name, and I got rid of them because I knew exactly who they are. That person is not gonna give up until I give in. But see, the reason why that person didn't send me a donation, because they said they was. The reason they don't is because I blocked them from sending me a donation. And they can't create another PayPal account unless they have another credit card. And they probably don't. That's why they won't do it. And if I block them, they can't recreate another account. So I blocked them from paying me. So if I cared about money, why don't I take these lunatics' money? They find the time because they ain't doing nothing. They just want to aggravate me, ask me stupid ass questions. And that's why that person, when they came in here, they said, I don't want you. I know you think that what I know you, she said something about, I know you think it's dumb shit answering this question. And I'm like, yeah, because you know, I'm talking to you and you know it. That's why as soon as that person started talking, I knew exactly who they were. They're so dumb that they always gonna say stupid ass shit. And why didn't they donate? Because they can. And I won't let them. It ain't happening. Once you're gone, you're gone. I don't want you around here. I don't need your money. I don't want your low vibrational energy. And I don't give a shit about you. Hell no. Get out of here. Go bother somebody else. There's so many psychics on here. Go bother them. Go ask them questions. Leave me alone. If people would just act normal and be adults and be respectful, then they can be in here. Yeah. But that's the way it's going to be. That's how it's been forever. I'm used to it now, and I don't really give a shit what they say and what they do. I really don't. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to be listening to bullshit and dealing with these people's bullshit every day. And I knew exactly who that person was. And I said, yep, it's time to get rid of you. They were blowing up my comment section. And that's exactly what that girl did every time. Every time I would leave live, she'll blow up my comment section. And this time she did it again. And I'm like, don't you know that I'm a psychic and I know that it's you? You think you're going to trick me with people with different names? You can't trick me with these names. I know your energy. I know who you are. Spirit tells me, hey, this is her again. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll play the game. I'll play like I don't know. Because my first reaction would be to get mad and fuck her off. But why am I going to do that if I had such a great life and had a good time with everybody? I'm not going to let one person ruin my energy. Because then I wouldn't want to come back on here no more. But see, I'm better than that. I just say, you know what? I'm going to quietly act like I don't know. And when I leave here, I'm deleting you. And that's exactly what I did. Goodbye and good riddance. Go to hell. Leave me alone. This is like the fifth different name that she's coming here with. And you still talk the same, type the same, and still act the same. And you still like say, no way, I need to get Mark to answer my question. Like, go ask somebody else. I'm not the only psychic on here. Everybody claims they're so great. Go to them. Leave me alone. But ignorant. There's a lot of mental people in this world, unfortunately, and they need a lot. They don't need me. They need help. They need a lot of help. They don't need me. Oh, cool. My cable company is getting cool packages. Oh, cool. Nice. Starting August 8th, this channel will be discontinued and you'll get a Sports Pass premium sports channel with no extra cost. Oh, cool. That's nice. See, that's why I love my cable company. They're always giving us good shit. It pays to be a good client. Anyway, that's good news. I can watch more sports. Yeah, that's good. September 9th this year should be a big day. Let me see if you know why. If I told you September 9th is going to be a good day, what would you say? How would you figure out if it's a good day or not? Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to test you out, Starlight. Just a little game. I'm sure you're going to figure it out. You're smart. Yes, Miss Diamond. You okay? I know it's almost dinner time. We're going to go in a few minutes. Oh, yeah? All of that? I'm going to my mom and dad's in an hour or hour and a half to go have dinner with my mom and dad. I'm having fresh tuna and some potatoes. I gave the fish to my mom yesterday and I told her make it for us. I wish I can go to Portugal. That would be the best thing I can do. I might go, we'll see. Because my nephew is going to go to college in September to the UK. And before he comes back, I have a plan. So before he comes, if he says he's coming back December 20th for if he says he's coming back December 20th or something from school home, I might go to Portugal first and then hang out there for a couple of days, watch a game, get some stuff, and then come back to the UK and come back with him. Come back home. So I might go like a week before he comes back home for Christmas and then go to Portugal for a couple of days. That's my plan, at least. But you know what they say, I plan, God laughs. But hopefully God says, all right, Mark, we'll give you a trip to Portugal. Yeah, it could be. I wish. I would love to go to Portugal again. That'd be so nice. I'm planning on to. I think I'm going to go in December. That's when it's like kind of slow for me. work wise. So I'll go around that time. Plus, I can come back home with my nephew. I'm sure he'll love that. Give him somebody to travel with. Yeah, you never know. If we are still in communication and connected, I'd love to meet you there. We can go and have a great time for sure. And then you can visit your friend in Portugal too. Why not? Then she can take us shopping. If I go Portugal, I'm gonna go to Lisbon. That's where my team's from. So I'm gonna go there for sure. I'm planning on to. I'm actually waiting for my inheritance money that I'm supposed to get from my auntie for the past 2 years now. So if I actually get that inheritance money, I'm gonna use some of it in memory of my auntie because they're from Portugal and they've always wanted to go to Portugal. So I'll take them with me in spirit, and we can all go. That's my plan. Because my uncle had a bucket list of places he wanted to go when he had, when he was before he got cancer, and I would love to like do it in memory of him too, because I know he loved Portugal too. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go feed my dog and go hang out for a bit, and then I'm gonna go to my mom's and have dinner, and then I'll be back here like probably like 8 or 9 o'clock, maybe, like maybe 4 hours from now. I'll be back. So I'm gonna try and go for a swim if it doesn't rain. Good. I'm glad. If she lives in Lisbon, we'll definitely hook up with her and have a good time. That'll be nice. I would love that. You're welcome, Starlight. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your night. And I'll be back in a couple hours. All right. Take care.